All right, so I want to show you some really cool features when it comes to running Facebook ads, or when not they call it meta ads. And one of them is being the interest. So, for example, for me personally, I still like to use interest, and one the and thing within interest is you can target pretty much anybody, depending on if they're married, if they're parents. Watch, I'm just going to show you it, like what it is. So I'm just going to click on leads for now, just because I want to show you this feature that a lot of people really don't pay too much attention to, but I still strongly believe that it's still one of the most effective ways to target. So for example, when we go into here, right, advantage plus audience, we go to here. So one of the things I like to do when it comes to testing is I like to test different things, right? I like to test advantage plus audience, just leaving Meta or Facebook do his own thing, because it's a pretty smart feature, right? But sometimes I just want to get really, really detailed in my targeting, and it's still not 100% accurate, but I still like it to test it against me manually going there and choosing the detailed targeting. So if we go into here, we see that we still detailed targeting. So when it comes to the detailed targeting, it's divided into three things, right? It's demographics, interest, and behaviors. And within each of those things are specific people that we can target. So for example, let's go to demographics. Within demographics, you can target people who are within the education level, financial, life events, parents, relationship, work. So for example, in education, right? When we go and click on education, it gives us the option to pick the education level, the field study, the school, the undergrad years, and we can even go dive right much deeper into that. Because for example, when we choose education level, we can target people who have an associate degree, college grad, doctorate degree, high school grad, in college, in grad school, in high school, master's degree, professional degree, some college, some grad, some high school, unspecified. And that is super, super crazy, because you can get very creative on your ads depending on who you want to target, right? So for example, if you have a high ticket a high ticket item that you charge a lot, or offer or product or service, then maybe you can target people with higher income, or people who have jobs that of higher pay, like master's degree or doctorate degree. Like, you can get very specific and very creative with this. Not saying that it always works. I'm just saying, like, these are the different options that you can do. So for example, I had a client who was saying, hey, listen, like, we have these ads, I'm getting a lot of people who are still in high school, like, what can we do? So then what I do is I can just choose, for example, people who, we go to demographics, education, I can choose all of these except the people who are like in high school, right? So there's some different options that we can do. So that's just how educational. The field of study, when you go to the field of study, you can actually search the field of study. So for example, you can type in doctor, and you can see all of these, right? Doctors of philosophy, doctorate, doctor of physical therapy, doctors of optometrists. Yeah, it is crazy what you can do. Let me see. If I type in lawyer, criminal lawyer, civil lawyer, business lawyer, corporate lawyer, like, these are people that you can target. Now let's say, for example, dogs, dog grooming, dog walking. Those are some of the options that we have. So you can actually go in there and search for field of studies. You can search for different schools, so you can actually target people that go to a specific school. Like, that is just wild. Very good when people who are going to specific colleges, or if you have an offer that just strictly goes to colleges, like, you can literally put all the colleges right there. Like, it is wild. For financial, you can target people with depending on their income, household income in the top 5% of the zip codes, 25 to 50, 10 to 25, 10%, the top 10% of the zip codes. Let me see. Browse, demographics, live events, anniversary, away from family, away from hometown, birthday, friends, like long distance relationship, new job, new relationship, people who've been engaged for a year, for 3 months, for 6 months. Like, I'm telling you, the targeting here is wild. You can target people, from all different types of people. It really just depends on your offer and what you have to, offer them, and who you're talking to, who your ideal audience, that you can go in here. So I can honestly go here, spend hours and hours within each of these, people who are parents, within all parents, people who just became parents up to 12 months, parents with adult children of 18 to 26. Like, you can see all of this here. Parents of preschool of 3 years old to 5 years old. So, these are just demographic alone. Work, employers, industry, job titles. So for example, anytime I'm advertising for my business dog for canine conversions, I like to target people, dog trainers. So it shows people here who have on their job titles or employers, or on their Instagram, on their Facebook, they are dog trainers. Interests. All right, when it comes to interests, it's you can target people in the business or industry, in the entertainment, family and relationship, fitness and wellness. Like for example, if I go to fitness and wellness, we have all different types, from bodybuilding to running to yoga to weight training. If I look at business and industry, people who are, this one's a little bit longer, like you can see so many options. People in advertising, agriculture, marketing, banking, business, construction, design, engineering, like all of these detailed targetings are endless here. And this is why, one of the reasons why I do recommend for you to just kind of come here and just kind of check them out, just because there's so many different options, from family relationship to fitness and wellness, from hobbies, shopping to fashion, technology, like all of this is wild. So I do, always recommend to just come here, take some time, grab yourself a beer if you want to, and just kind of go in here and just chill and hang out and see all the different type of interests that you can use. And then there's behaviors. If we look at that, let's see. All right, so when we look at behaviors, is reach people based on purchase behaviors or intents, device usage, and more. Some behaviors data are available for the U.S. audiences only. And so, for example, we have anniversary, right? We have behaviors such as can choose it. Mobile device users, consumer classification, digital activities. When it comes to digital activities, like for example, new active businesses. So for example, whenever I have a client who has a marketing agency, for example, and wants to market to brand new businesses, this is one of the features that I use. Digital activities, go to behaviors, and then new active businesses within the first 6 months, or less than 12 months, or less than 24 months, less than 2 years. So here the targeting is pretty endless, and the cool thing is that you can actually go in here and get creative. You can target people who have page admins or have business Facebook accounts, so that you can tailor specific audiences to specific people. Mobile device users, purchase behaviors, soccer, travel, like all of this is wild. So I do recommend to just come kind of go in here and check every single one of them right here. We have, again, demographics, which, I don't know if you heard of that, I was done there. But we have demographics, where reach people based on education, employment, household, and lifestyle details, right? We have interest, reach specific audiences by looking at their interests, activities, the pages they have liked, and closely related topics. And then behaviors, reach people based on purchases, behaviors, and intents, devices, usage, and more. Some behavior data is available on audiences only. So, cool feature, detailed targeting. I really like to use this right here. And then when it comes to suggestions, you can, like, for example, this account, I use a lot. I target a lot of anything that has to do with related to dog training. So you can see all my suggestions, right? But let's say, for example, I want to target business owners, right? So I'll put, like, for example, business, like small business, right? For example, right? So when I click on this suggestion button, it gives me other interests or behaviors that are more closely related to what I already put here. So for example, I could put small and medium enterprises, entrepreneurship, small business owners, which is a behavior, home business, business startup companies, sole proprietorship, business owners, self-employment, market trend, investing. Like, you can see that once you put something in there and you click on the suggestion button, you can go in there and you can look at what other people are, not what other people, but look at, what is the closest other interests or behaviors that are closely related to what you already put. So till this day, this is a really cool feature. I know some people like to use Advantage Plus Audience and let Facebook do its own thing, which I think is great. I like to use both, to be quite honest with you. But this right here, I really like to go dive detailed into who I want to target, and I still think that this right here is still an extremely valuable tool that a lot of people overlook. So depending on what kind of business you have, or what you're promoting, or what your lead magnet, this right here can really make a big difference. And really testing different interests, having one interest within one ad set and seeing what works better and what doesn't, can really help with lowering your cost per lead and lowering your cost per acquisition overall. So strongly recommend to use this tool. Come in here and check this out, spend some time with it, and you'll be amazed to see what kind of detailed targeting that we can do here. Ciao.